Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson and I'm back today. Today I did 4 trades and today's date is April the 14th. So today I was just scalping the market and of course everything above 10 pips I would call that a bit of a bonus. So I just wanted to show you that you can scalp the market if you so desire using my magic trigger. So there's no news, as you can see right here at Forex Factory on the calendar, other than the G7 meetings. So the way I look at it is just the natural flow of the market, but keep in mind, because of the virus, the market is doing a lot of movement. So today also was based on mostly pound strength, except I originally started with CAD weakness, which it still is at the moment, and that is why this one kept going, even though I closed it off earlier as it was hitting resistance. So let's see where I got in on the pound CAD here. We'll just drag and drop it up. And as you can see, I closed it out as it was hitting this cluster up here. If I would have hung on longer, obviously it went up a lot more. But I got in at this cursor here, and I waited and waited. It did go against me, no big deal, of a little over 20 pips. And I closed out here with 15 pips. Now I do teach within the training videos on how to scalp, and scalping is, I say it's, 3 to 10 pips, and of course everything above 10 pips, I would call that a bonus. Now those 15 pips on the pound CAD produce $1,050 here. Now most of my trading is based on a great way to trade using the gold line and the awesome oscillator. So let's move along to the next one, the Euro CAD here. Now this Euro CAD was a little bit more on the difficult side. I should have closed it out at the top over here. But as I was doing a few trades, I missed this quick pullback here, and I knew it was going to go back up. So once it hit the bottom of the channel, and I saw the arrow here, I knew it was going to go back up near the top, and once I became profitable, I just decided to close out the trade as it was not moving a lot. So I got in at this cursor here, and I closed it out with, looks like almost 3 pips there. And those pips on the Euro CAD produce $136. I'd rather close the trade with a small winner than turn it into a bigger loser. Now let's take a look at the next pair I traded. As I said, it was just a scalping day. Pound Aussie here, mostly just going up and down, but I wanted to grab a few pips on this Pound Aussie here. So right in this area, after hit the bottom and started to clear the goal line, I got in this general area right here just to grab some quick pips. And when I saw this doji right here and hitting this top right here, I decided to close the trade. That produced 22 pips, and those 22 pips on the Pound Aussie paid $1,376. I usually only do 2 trades, but today, since the pips were not being added up quick enough, I decided to do 2 more trades to get the totals up, pips and money wise. So I did 1 more trade, pound dollar. This was also based on somewhat pound strength, and on this pound dollar right here, let's see where I got in at. All these trades, by the way, first one was at 7:38, then 7:48 New York time, and the last two were about quarter after 11 and then 16. They were both around quarter after 11. Let's run a check on this one. Here we go. After I saw it bouncing off the goal line, I knew it was going to go up and at least test this area right here, which would qualify good enough for scalping. It's 14 pips there. And I ended up closing out with only 6, as when I saw this red candle coming down. As I said, I just wanted to scalp. And remember, scalping 2 or 3 pips to 10 pips is good enough. What did I say that was? Around 6 pips producing $570. So adding up all the pips, that came to 46 pips, and money-wise was $3,133. So for less than 4 hours work, pip total was good. No losers, as you can see. Looks like we're just about ready to hit the ADR. Might even see it before this video is completed. Another pip approximately. Let's see. It's 125 pips. Did 125.7. Less than one more pip up. And this line will turn solid red. And of course it's lunchtime, 12 p.m. So it's another day of trading completed. I only do 2 or 3 days a week, and the rest is I take a nice long extended weekend. That is the reason why 15 years I got into trading, is work a lot less and make a lot more. And took a number of years, 8 years to be exact, to get over the hump. But one thing I can tell you, it's very difficult, hard to do. But if you have enough training and education, and you're going in the right direction, which I was not, to be honest with you. I was jumping all over the place, trying a new system almost on a weekly basis. But if you have some guidance going in the right direction, you can pick this up much quicker. I did it the wrong way, but that's okay. I was not in an urgency to become successful, and I'm glad I stuck with it. The only way that this market will beat you is if you pack it in and quit, which 95% of the traders, they end up quitting, mainly because they lost too much money and failed to put enough money into training and education. Look at it this way. You want to become a doctor or lawyer? It's going to cost you, I don't even know how much. Let's go with around $200,000 and about 7 years of education. So trading doesn't have to cost that much, but you need a lot of education to get over the learning curve. So all you got to do is get in touch with me, and I can put you in the right direction with the right education for pennies on the dollar. Now, if your system is not producing like this, all you got to do is look right below this video, and you'll see this right up. Magic Trigger system. Do charge $250. Now, it's the best of the golden trigger and the pip trigger merged together. If you get in contact with me, I do have a special offer on a package with regard to the trigger systems. And if you want to know what that is, all you got to do is get in touch with me. Now, my Magic Trigger system has 3.5 gigabytes of training. You'll get an exact copy of my system on your MT4 platform. Now, it comes with 4 MT4 templates, 10 custom indicators, and of course, my favorite meter. I do give a lot of PDF books and a lot of Word documents. One of them, which is quite important as far as what I'm concerned, is after you learn how to become a good trader, this $1 million trade plan, it will put you from rags to riches in less than a year. But you do have to trade at least one trade a day, and you need to get 10 pips. And today I ended up with 46 pips. So there are a lot of ways to trade, and I teach a lot of ways to trade. That's why I give 36 training videos along with 9 bonus videos. Lately I've been trading a great way to trade using this gold line and the AO. It has at least a 90% success rate as long as you follow the rules. Sometimes I break the rules a little bit, and it does a bit of a pullback. In other words, buying up here is not a good idea because, as you can see, there is a pullback of more than 20 pips. But as long as I know the market is going to go up, if I get the timing a little bit off because I get a little bit anxious, I just know where it's going to come back to, hook around and keep going up. And by the way, I teach that and much more within the training videos. So as I said, the best way to trade is a great way to trade. I give it a lot of trading tips. I teach how to back test the magic trigger, which I still do up to 8 hours every week. I still do it using the built-in tester on the MT4 platform. Now I also teach how to scalp the market, which is what I was doing today, how to scan the market, how to trade all 3 sessions, including this London close. Now I teach how to do pullbacks. Now anytime it goes high enough up and comes back to the goal line, I call that a pullback. If it breaks through and keeps going down, then I teach how to trade reversals. Now, of course, I teach how to trade the channel, buy low, sell high, only when everything lines up down at the bottom. And of course, I teach how to trade the goal line. As you can see, there's always a lot of trade opportunities around the goal line. Now, I teach how to trade the news. I recommend not doing that right off the bat. I recommend a great way to trade, and after you become a good trader, then you can work on trading the news. And I also teach how to trade with a day job. So if you have any questions about my trigger system, all you got to do is pick up the phone and call me. Here's my number. Of course, if I live too far, all you got to do is send me an email. Make sure you put in the underscore right here. I do prefer Skype, and through Skype screen sharing, I'll give you a free session. Probably lasts about 45 minutes. I'll answer all your questions. And remember, that's no obligation. Now I made it really easy for you to make contact. All you got to do is click on this link and we'll have Skype contact. Now over the past approximately year, a little bit more than a year, I built my newest 14 trigger systems, and prior to that, over about 10 years, I built a grand total of 26. So if you want to see screenshots of each and every one of them, just got to click on this link. Now over the past 3 months or so, I've completed 2 of my best systems, the golden and the pip trigger. And I did a review on those 2, and then after I merged them together, I did a review for my magic trigger system. All you got to do is click on this link. So that just about wraps up this video, and if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until the next trade, happy trading, and remember, keep yourself safe as I do.